What is it, guys? We are back with another video and we're doing another fighter showcase. This weekend UFC is having their fight night event headlined by Derek Lewis and Sergey Spivich. I probably butchered his name, but there are two fighters on that card that we're going to be focusing on. Obviously, main one is Derek Lewis, but right now we're focusing on another fighter that's making his long return, which is Ho Choi. Ho Choi has been gone since 2019. He's more famous for fighting Cub Swanson. If you've never seen that fight, it's an absolute classic. That was with Max Holloway versus Anthony Pettis. I don't remember the number exactly of the pay-per-view, but that was the pay-per-view and it was on the main card. It actually made it on the Hall of Fame. But with that, I'll be back in a couple.
Alright, coming up next, a UFC featherweight division fight.
So we're fighting a Division 9 who's using Arnold Allen. So if you've never seen Ho Choi fight, the one I would obviously recommend is his fight with Cub Swanson at UFC 206. And that fight is an absolute classic, but Cub Swanson did win by unanimous decision, which is fair because if you see it, Cub, the first round was okay, I guess you could say, but the second Cub was tagging him and tagging him. And Ho Choi is more known for like first round knockouts. I don't know anything about him outside the UFC, but in the UFC he got three wins by first round knockout. So he's more known by that, and he fought Cub Swanson. And right there we immediately knocked down Arnold Allen with the straight in the hooks. He tries to go for a front kick, but was blocked. And right here we're just giving him the 1-2 combination, basically. And like I was saying, Cub Swanson at that time, he was still a veteran. He could still fight. So to me, it was a good matchup to test Ho Choi, but it wasn't good, and it wasn't good for him. Is what I mean. It wasn't good matchmaking for him. Like Cub Swanson was firing him up, and Cub Swanson still had a chin, even though he was somewhat of a veteran at that age. Like Ho Choi was hitting him with piston cups. That's how you would describe his hits, like piston shots. And Ho Choi was shooting him up, but so was Cub Swanson to Ho Choi, and he managed to get the unanimous decision. And with that fight, Cub Swanson absolutely broke his chin after his two fights, because after Cub Swanson, he went on to fight two more times and he lost by knockout. Right there, we managed to knock down Arnold Allen again with the 1-2 combination hook. Right there, we catch him a lot too with the 1-2 combination. This is just a back and forth fight. He does manage to knock me down with the uppercut. He should have shot on me to try to go for the ground and pound. That's gonna be his undoing. Managed to stun him with the uppercut. Managed to knock him down with the 1-2 hook. And managed to get the ground and pound finish. This is why, if you get someone down and you can jump on them, go for the jump and finish them with ground and pound. Do not be cocky and go like, oh, I don't need to do that. Or, it's fine, I guess, if you want to do some sportsmanship, but trust me, sometimes it's not going to pay off for you. So there it is, the jab and the hook knocked him down right there. Jab, hook, knocked him down. Yeah, so he was trying to be sportsmanlike when he got the knockdown earlier on me. And he didn't go for the ground and pound. He should have, because this is ranked. I'm not trying to lose, so I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot on you, go for the ground and pound, and get the finish. That was his own undoing. But there's the first one. With that out of the way, let's move on to the second one. This is pretty short because I tried to get first round finishes. No way I was going to make it to the distance with Ho Choi, with him being a 3.5-star fighter. There was no way I was going to go to the distance unless someone picked a much weaker fighter, or the same level as fighter. But we all know that people aren't going to do that. So these are just first round finishes, and let's move on to the next.
Coming up next, we get to a featherweight tilt between the Korean Superboy, Ho Choi, and Yair Rodriguez.
We're fighting a Division 10 who's using Yair Rodriguez, who's actually fighting Josh Emmett for the interim featherweight title at UFC 284, which is going to be headlined by Alexander Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev for the lightweight title. But anyways, let's get into this fight. Usually I try to also add on to like who would win in real life, Yair Rodriguez versus Ho Choi. But I've never really seen Yair fight in real life, besides him fighting Brian Ortega. But that wasn't like really a fight. It ended within less like 2 minutes or around 3. Yair had Brian Ortega like in a triangle lock, and Brian Ortega ended up dislocating his shoulder, so it ended up by doctor stoppage. But obviously I'm gonna watch some vids of him when I get to having to do a showcase for him for the next pay-per-view. So I can't really say who would win in real life confrontation. Right here he spams the elbows. Spinning knee, nice. He won that. Another spinning knee from him. Tries to go for the side kick, but he missed that by a mile. Another side kick, he missed that. Got punished for it. Got rocked and got dropped by the straight. I don't know what led to the rock because I was too focused on that side kick that he missed. He shoots for the takedown, which is whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Ho Choi does not have a good takedown defense. He is a 3-star and a half fighter to begin with, but I don't know why he stood up. He could have had a decent chance if he would have kept it. I don't know why he even shot for it, to be honest. Maybe desperation because he was getting tagged up, but I don't know. That's confusing. But we managed to catch him with a leg kick, then a jab to the body. Caught him with that straight. Hook shots. He goes for a spinning elbow. Doesn't really get too much damage with it.
The night is almost over. If you keep getting hit with punches like this, you are going to sleep.
He's focused up here against the edge, which is not good for him. Because if I had a better pressure fighter, I could definitely knock him down and just obliterate him. But as you saw, we did manage to knock him down with the hooks, and right now we're in the stack guard, just getting a bit of damage. He manages to posture up again. And he's still up here against the fence, which he should really get out. And there we go, he's starting to make his way in the center of the cage again. But he goes back to it. He goes up against the cage again, which he really needs to stop doing that. Because I might not have a perfect pressure fighter, but it's still possible to do. As you saw when we got him with the hooks. Nice spinning right kick to the body though right there. He does catch me with some hooks. Nice kick to the body right there from him. We did manage to shoot him up with a couple of shots before the bell. Did count, so it did do damage. I didn't really talk about the previous fight because I was too busy talking about Ho Choi. Oh, right here you can see we managed to knock him down with the hooks. It's the same replay throughout. But Arnold Allen versus Ho Choi, if it's Ho Choi going from his prime and again before Cub Swanson's fight, I still think it would have been Arnold Allen who would win that fight in real life. Mostly because I think Arnold Allen's faster and slightly more efficient with his striking. And so I just think Arnold Allen would have won. I just think he's a slightly better fighter. This guy keeps going for his T kicks, his side kicks to the body, but he misses them. And right now he's just sliding to the sides. And right there he tried to go for the double elbow, but he got punished. Right there we managed to stun him with the uppercut, knock him down. Knock him down again with another uppercut. Right here we go for the ground and pound. Do we get the finish? No, we don't. He managed to survive. He tries to go for a transition. I just posture up because I'm not trying to deal with transition right now. And he's just sliding out. Nice front kick to the body from him. Another front kick to the body. And I'm just shooting him up with leg kicks. I'm trying to throw him off. And another slide from him. if I was him, I would continue doing the front kicks to the body, and maybe the spinning back kick one too, but not the side kick, because he's not having
Oh, misses with the
he's
jab.
not having success with that one at all.
He blocks the shot.
Managed to tag him with that straight punch. Goes for the double elbow again. He does manage to land, I think, one of them, but his health is compromised. You can see it right there. He goes for a spinning elbow. He caught me a little bit, but we managed to knock him down with the overhand right there. He's up against the cage, and we posture him down for the ground and pound, and we get it, and it's over. That was a decent fight. Obviously, it was better than the first, and he quits. But yeah, like I was saying, I prefer this fight more than the other one. It was more technical, more efficient. The other one was just back and forth. It was still entertaining, and I'm sure it was for you guys, but I would give this one an 8 out of 10, and the other one a 7 out of 10. But let me know, guys, in the comments what you guys thought of the fights, and let me know which one you liked more. But next video is going to be Derek Lewis. I do want to explain why I didn't upload for the pay-per-view, because I was going to upload Brandon Moreno and then go over to Shira. I was going to upload Brandon Moreno's video on Saturday in the morning as soon as I woke up, but the power went out in the morning. It didn't come back on until like 5 in the afternoon, so I couldn't record for that. And I already had the Brandon Moreno video. I just needed to upload it, so I have it in the back pocket. But at this point, I'm just I'd rather just not upload it because it's prior already, so there's no point. I might do one later on, obviously, but go over to Cheryl. Since he retired, I am gonna do one pretty soon of him just acknowledging his retirement and his career, so be on the lookout for that soon. But up next is gonna be Derek Lewis. I already have the fights recorded, I just needed to commentary, so look out for that tomorrow before the event, obviously. But with that being it, I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Alright, peace.